It's been 2 weeks since 13-year-old Adam Toledo was shot dead by a Chicago police officer. Still no video of that incident has been made public. Amanda Vinicky joins us now live from Westtown with the latest on this story. Amanda.
Yeah, Brandis, I'm outside COPA, that is the Civilian Office of Police Accountability. COPA has said that it will release the body camera footage of that foot pursuit that occurred in the wee hours of March 29th that did lead to the death of 13-year-old Adam Toledo, but only making that footage public after Toledo's family has had the opportunity to view it. And we do believe that that time is now. It's been reported by media outlets, including WGN. You can't see, but just to my right, you have a bunch of TV cameras, journalists actually staked out on both sides of COPA headquarters, waiting to potentially hear from the family. Toledo's funeral was held on Friday. Now, that was private, but neighbors, friends, and supporters had held a vigil for Toledo earlier this month. We did learn some of what the family will reportedly be seeing in that footage during a bail hearing held a few days ago for the 21-year-old man who was with Toledo at the time and who supposedly fired the shots from the gun that called police to the scene. That was when we heard about that from Cook County prosecutors as they laid out their case during that bail hearing for what happened. Reportedly, however, Toledo was holding a gun when a police officer shot him in the chest. Now, there is no word from COPA on when, after the family's viewing, the video will be made public. I did reach out to COPA's spokesperson and no word back, nothing in the past couple of hours either from the attorneys for the Toledo family. But Chicago is prepared for public outcry once that footage is out, with the CPD tweeting on Monday evening that the department has increased its operational posture to ensure that everything is as safe as possible for residents. The Chicago Police Department is closely monitoring the events across the country. While there is no actionable intelligence at this time, out of an abundance of caution, CPD will be deploying additional resources across communities citywide, neighborhood retail corridors, and the downtown business district to ensure public safety in all areas of the city and to supplement district personnel and resources. Days off have been canceled for many teams and officers of the CPD. So again, that is a lot of preparation given all of the looting, protests, the rioting that occurred last summer in the wake of George Floyd's killing. But we did see some protests already in Chicago today. One was held in downtown near the Cloud Gate, or people perhaps know it better as the Bean, and that was a protest held seeking justice for Daunte Wright. That, of course, Brandis, as you just referenced there a minute ago, a man killed during a traffic stop in a suburb of Minneapolis, really nearby, actually, where George Floyd had been killed. Wright shot by a police officer who, in the video, had warned she was going to tase him, instead pulling out a gun and killing him. Now, the signs of protesters there at the Bean held up against police brutality, saying, "It's not an accident, it is murder," seeking justice for Daunte Wright. Activist Eric Russell says that these police killings of black people are modern day lynchings.
The Klan used to take us out into the backwoods by torchlight, wearing hoods and sheets. But now the Klan, the prevailing opinion is that the Klan has turned in their white sheets for blue uniforms, and now they carry guns and badges, and they lynch us in broad daylight with cameras rolling for the world to see.
Russell also having no patience for the Lightfoot administration, saying that Mayor Lori Lightfoot is a police apologist.
Lori Lightfoot refuses to acknowledge, compensate, and remedy the black families and brown families here in Chicago. Chicago has some George Floyds. Chicago has some Breonna Taylors. But what about those families? And the mayor has been remiss in her commitment to real police reform.
Now, again, that protest was modest. I'd say about 100 people, give or take. And after the Bean, they began a march down Michigan Avenue, and they were planning to go to the Gold Coast. But Russell says that activists are preparing for more action, and we will continue to be here waiting outside COPA to hear if the Toledo family is going to speak at all, share with media and reporters the has to be very difficult viewing experience that they will have just had. With that, back to you.
Yes, Amanda, a case that a lot of people are watching in Chicago this week, of course. Thank you.